Mention canals and Britain's inland waterways, and the majority of people today will think of narrowboats cruising leisurely through the countryside, mooring up at bankside hostelries for pies and pints of real ale, and the kind of quaint, quirky British vacations that our transatlantic visitors seem to adore. This is of course an image straight from a travel agent's wish list, and narrowboating holidays are in fact something of an anomaly, usually in a leisure category somewhere between seaside traditional and hobbyist specials. Steeped in history and culture, narrowboating will bring you into contact with an interesting range of folk, and the peculiarities of the British at play can indeed be entertaining. Watch out for the families where a normally mild-mannered parent has turned into a tyrant, bellowing instructions to one and all across the lock gates. Then spot the newly retired, who will be carrying the entire garden from their sold-up house on the top of their boat. Meanwhile, narrowboat aficionados will sport brown corduroy and spotted neckerchiefs. Liverboards' roofs will be stacked with firewood and festooned with washing lines, and large groups of the 18 to 30 set, sipping Pimm's and swilling lager, can amuse the passing bystander for hours as they attempt to negotiate the technicalities of even the simplest of locks. These are the canal folk of the 21st century, who will, with typical British reserve, nod to each other in passing, exchange comments on the weather and the state of England's cricket team in the latest test match. This is a far cry from the working boatmen of the canal's early beginnings and the community afloat that occupied the waterways from the mid-1700s right through to the 1960s. When you step back in time to consider the real purpose of the canals as a day-to-day working means of transportation, you embark upon a journey of discovery that is truly fascinating, uncovering one of the nation's greatest unspoiled treasures.